following is a presentation of RS Wolves TV.
All right,
hello, welcome back to The Lang. We are here tonight at this beautiful field with the backyard battle. We got a fun night of football playing, and we'll be right back after these commercial messages.
At Oakley Auto World, we strive to be your all-around best option when buying a vehicle. High-quality inventory that goes through a 128-point inspection, a service department available to anyone needing it, the custom T-Rock Jeeps for people wanting something unique, and customer service that works to get the right vehicle at the right price. Come see us at Oakley Auto World.
Looking for some amazing dinner options? Located on Highway 76, just east of Stonebridge Village, Ozark Mountain Pizza has mouth-watering pizza, pasta, breadsticks, wings, and more at an affordable price. The welcoming atmosphere, friendly customer service, and delicious food will crush your pizza cravings and leave you wanting to come back for more.
Hollister, you know, it's a beautiful game tonight, and lots of fun action.
You know it is, Ty. It's going to be an awesome battle. Tigers, they are the best they've ever been. It's a young program, but everything we've heard is that they have developed and they have risen to the level where they can actually compete with a great degree of veracity on the field with the other varsity teams in the area. You know, as a new team, they started out, it was pretty rough. So I think tonight we're going to see a little bit of a different Tiger. I think we'll be good, but it's going to be a battle. It's going to be the backyard battle.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I mean, it is homecoming after all.
It is. You're right.
It's going to be interesting with all the hype flowing around here to see how both teams are going to compete tonight.
Well, and there's a lot of rivalry, you know, between us and Hollister. It used to be pretty bitter, but I think now it's more of a friendly, a little more of the rivalry that we're looking for, the friendly rivalry. So I think we'll see a really good game. I think we'll be competitive on both sides. But honestly, they asked some of the coaches and us to predict the score tonight, so I'm going to be real honest. I predicted a win for the Wolves, 35-20. But I think it's going to be a really, really tight game all the way through, and I think it's going to be pretty tough. What do you think? What do you think the score is going to be?
I think the score is definitely going to be interesting. I mean, it's probably going to be, I think it's going to be a pretty tight game because, you know, the Tigers probably got the best team that they've ever had here. They got determination. While they may not be at home, they sure are hyped up because of homecoming. And I'm going to put the score at about 20-17. How about that?
All right, well, we've got a guest opinion down here. We've got Dr. Hershey on the field. So I'm going to go right at him and say, Dr. Hershey, what's your prediction for the outcome of tonight's game?
Oh, I think we're going to control the game right from the get-go.
All the way through?
We control the ball. I think we're going to play one of our best games of the year.
Score first and just drive it on through?
Game. Yeah, we're going to punch it in, and it's going to be a great night.
Well, after last week against Catholic, I mean, we've got to be just primed and ready.
We got to be right on the edge, just ready biting, just ready to go.
Well, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great game. I think Hollister came to play, but I don't think they're quite over that hump yet. They're still developing. Yeah. They're getting better, but I don't think they've got what it takes to beat us tonight.
Nope. I think we're ready to go. Wolf country.
There you go. Wolfpack.
Wolfpack, here we go.
Thank you, Dr. Hershey. Yep. All right, Ty. My prediction was 35-20. Dr. Hershey said we're going to score and run away. What do you think? What's your thoughts?
I think it's going to be pretty close out here. I think the score, putting it 25-17, Reese Springs with that 25 points there.
I think it's pretty safe to say that the Wolves are favored in this game, but I really want to give a shout out to the Tigers. I think they're coming. I think I don't think you dismiss them. You can't say that they're not going to come and put up a fight. They're gonna. So if we don't play our game, we don't play like we played last week, I think they beat us.
I agree. I mean, they definitely have come to play tonight for sure. I mean, they've got enthusiasm. They've kind of got that drive to win. And even though they're still a young team, and I agree, I don't think they have what it takes to beat us tonight. But I think it's definitely going to be a fun game to watch with this friendly rivalry.
Well, they've got Leighton Morgan, quarterback. Leighton's a junior, tall, lanky kid. Got some skill. He's quick. He can run. He's got some experience under his belt. He's been back behind the snap a long time now. He's had a couple of years. He's taken his lumps, and he's going to come out a little more seasoned and a little bit more ready for that defense coming in. But I'm looking out on the field at the captains. Look what numbers out there. You see him? I was worried he wouldn't be out there, but
I see him. That's Mr.
Tony
That's
Leal,
number 73 right there.
You gotta love when you see Tony out there.
It's good to see that he's recovered from that concussion, and that we saw in the Springfield Catholic game that they were really only playing him on defense just to try and play it safe, because it looked like he almost re-injured himself in that previous game. But in this game, I think they're probably going to have him on both sides of the ball here.
I think you're right, Ty. I think when I talked to Crystal, the trainer, Crystal told me that he was fine. Everything was okay. She didn't go into specifics because trainers can't really talk about specifics, but she did say that he was being very cautious. He was nervous because, he just had a really bad concussion. Coming back in, you're a little nervous, so he came back out, he talked to her, made sure everything was okay. And I think Crystal and the coaches were taking care of him. But at the end of the game, everything was good. He said he felt good, no headache, no blurred vision, nothing like that. So I think Tony's 100%. I think you're right.
That's for sure. He definitely is a key player out here, as we've mentioned beforehand. But there's some more key players out there right now. We see number 9 Colton Gutting out there, number 11 Sean Gross, and one more that I can't quite make out from my angle.
Now, I talked to some of the boys today. I talked to Colton Cramblett. I talked to Sean Gross. I talked to Luke McFerrin, center, JT Bailiff, and all of them pretty much said the same thing. The offensive side of Hollister's team is a very specific type of offense, and where they strike is through the line. They do a lot of dive plays into the line, and they felt like if they can keep it contained, that they'll be able to control the game. But it's that dive in the line that is going to be critical for them to be successful on offense. Ty, it's a beautiful night for football. I love this cool weather. It just, I might have to go get my jacket. If the later it gets, I'm thinking we might be a little chilly. You're in shorts. I don't know how that's going to work for you. One of those tough kids. I don't know.
Oh, well.
Do you ever wear pants, ever?
Not really a big fan of it. I like sweats, but jeans are never a thing, nor are khakis.
I get you. My son, it could be 10 degrees, snowing, icing, wind blowing. My kid's walking out to his car in basketball shorts and a cut-off T-shirt. He's like, "But Dad, I'm going to my car." I'm getting old. I might have to go get a jacket.
Looks like that'll be number 15, Luke Halovich, who will be kicking off.
Like Wolves are receiving the ball.
It's gonna.
That Caleb Solis, number 27, stepped out of bounds right about the 32.
Ooh, man. If he hadn't stepped out of bounds there, he could have had a big gap to go through there. Still a great run back by Caleb Solis.
14 jiggle to go, number 56, Zach Connors with the stop. Wolves begin this drive from their own 33-yard line.
All right, this first set of downs, we want to make sure that we strike early. This is typical.
play.
This is typical for the Wolves. It's almost like it's built into their offense, where Gross will approach the center, go down for the snap, but then he steps back,
Encroachment on the defense.
and it almost is like an invitation for that defense to commit an encroachment.
Now that's going to be a flag on the first play of the game.
Yeah, I think with those more seasoned teams, you're not going to get away with that. I don't think Mount Vernon or a Cassville is going to go for that, but they're.
Number 39, Colton Cramlett in the backfield. You can count on him to put on quite a show tonight. Speaking of Colton, there he goes. Wait, Sean is going to keep it, and he's going to pick up a few yards.
Sean Gross with the carry.
Yeah, it was a good, tough run. That's first down.
Connor Hatfield and number 21, Damian Harris.
Hollister's going to have to adapt to the fact that we've got multiple threats. They're going to have to figure out where they're going to put their focus. When you've got a quarterback that's going to take that option, he is not committed to giving the ball to Cramlett. He'll take that ball and run.
Well, the best thing about it is that if he decides not to be committed to taking the ball, there's plenty of other options on offense here for him to give it to.
You bet. He's throwing in a good defensive read, almost an interception. Didn't have a lot of time. The line came through. The defensive end on the far side of the field got through. Could have been ugly because he had his ball. He had the ball in the air. If he'd have got hit, that would have most likely been a fumble.
Good thing for him to get that off, though, even though it was nearly intercepted.
2nd and 10, 39 in the backfield. Let's see if Cramlett gets a chance to see what he can do running up through the middle.
So number 8, Al Chavez, wide right here. But he's going to hand off to Colton.
Cramlett in the middle. No.
He's gonna
Sean
keep
kept it. Good fake.
Whoa.
Cramlett took the hits, and Sean took the ball around the outside.
Such good fake. That one faked me out.
I'll tell you what, you can tell who they're looking for. They're looking for that number 39.
Speaking of that number 39, Colton Cramlett, he definitely is an exceptional player. He's had a great season so far, racked up plenty of yards, and definitely put on a show every game for this Reed Spring offense.
He definitely has. He's one of the big pillars of the program for sure, and he's a good, quiet kid. He's humble. He doesn't talk about himself. He's a really, really dedicated athlete, which is really refreshing to see a kid that just. JT Bailiff loose and got room. Makes a little bit of a turn, gets the first down. I think the Wolves have got command. JT, another example of a very disciplined kid and a kid who will work extra to just get that little bit above his opponents.
You know, not going to lie, it's been interesting this game so far because if we look back at Springfield Catholic, the Wolves weren't passing it a whole lot in this first part, and now they've already got 2 passing plays here, one of which was a completion.
And when we talked to Sean and Luke, they said, now see, here we go again. Gross steps away from the snap, trying to draw the defense in. But they said if they're successful with the passes, the coaches will be more receptive to calling that more often. Oh, ball was stripped. Wait, we got a whistle. We got a whistle. He was down, but they took the ball up. Oh no, he wasn't down. From here, it looked like the ball was stripped and they just took it and ran, but he must have been down when he got the ball.
That would appear so. That's not a good start for this opening drive for East Springs.
No, we were trotting down the field pretty good, and we definitely don't need hiccups like this. So the defense is going to have to step up and put a stomping on them right away to take command of the field.
Yeah, but now we get to see this well put together Reed Spring defense out here that has played exceptional through its games throughout the season so far.
Yeah, with the exception of Mount Vernon, the defense has played pretty well. Mount Vernon ranked in the state, typically the top 5, yeah. But last week at Catholic, defense played really, really well, shut down their pass play. Okay, first play, first down for Hollister. They showed up. They're ready to play. They're not afraid to take the hit. So we're gonna have a backyard battle for sure tonight.
First down at 10 from the Reed Spring 45-yard line.
Going up the middle. Good little drive.
Number 10, Cody Johnson with the carry. Tackle by number 8, Al Chavez.
I think it's going to take both teams just a little bit of time on the field to get used to what they're seeing from the other team.
That's right. Both teams are looking a bit rough around the edge right now, but I'm sure as the game progresses, they'll probably smooth out.
And you know that there is a lot of intensity between these two schools. We're a lot more friendly rivalry than we used to be, but there's still a lot of intensity out there. They're going to be playing hard right off the bat.
Kelby guard with the run. Stop by number 8, Al Chavez, and number 73, Tony Leal.
So we got homecoming tonight, correct? We got the dance after the game. How late will that go, Ty?
I think it'll go until about 8. I know it's going to be a pretty late dance.
I think it starts at 8 or after the game, like a half hour after the game or something, and then it should be shut down about 11:15, 11:30. I think they want people to have their rides here at the school by 11:30 to pick them up. So, Mom, Dad, if you're watching, Grandma, Grandpa, whoever's picking the kids up tonight from the dance, make sure you're up here at the front of the school about 11:30, and that way everybody gets home, and the faculty that's doing the dance, they'll let the faculty go home and they can start their weekend too. There's that dive play that the boys were talking about today.
Another handoff there, but that defense is going to push him back.
Stop by number 73, Tony Leal.
A little gain, a couple of yards.
Second down and 8 from the Reed.
After that play, that's going to bring it to just above 8 minutes in the first quarter here. Already quite a time that's gone through.
You know, you look at their offense, the way they're set up, it's almost like they're designed to do a lot of these short interior runs, and then every once in a while throw one on the outside, and then like this pitch to the outside. And then they'll go to a pass play to kind of surprise us, and then go back to that meat and taters, you know, in the middle, driving through the line, okay? So that's kind of what we're looking for.
First down and 10 from the Reed Spring 24-yard line.
So we've got action right here in front of us. Hopefully they won't. Yeah, good. They're going up the middle. Good, powerful drive.
Yeah. That's gonna bring them down about the 20. Looks like.
Yeah, they're going head on right into Tony, which we're not against that. You know, he's our big guy in the middle. But Tony's going to need help, or they're going to gain a couple of yards every time. They've got some powerful runners on their side.
If there's one thing Hollister can do well, it's run that ball.
They're runners.
That's going to be a pitch there. Right. Number 21, Damian Para.
Number 21, Damian Para with the carry.
Maybe a little gain there.
It's going to make it 3rd and 6.
We got 3rd and 6.
Number 22, Matt Allison with the tackle. 3rd down and 6 from the Reed Spring 20-yard line. Watch Timeout, Hollister.
That's cool. Oh, did you pick up ball? Looks like that's going to be a timeout called by the Tigers here.
Can't get over the weather tonight. It's just a beautiful sky, clear blue. Good sunset, nice breeze.
Like I said earlier, it seems to be getting a bit chillier, and it wouldn't surprise me if I had to go get my jacket.
Yeah, I think halftime I might run up to the car. I see a lot of blankets in the stands, a lot of moms with those blankets wrapped around them. I think it's going to be one of those kind of nights, but that's great. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Well, we're heading into fall here, so the weather may get a bit chillier as the year progresses. And now, after that quick timeout, the defense and offense is going to run back out into the field here, and it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do.
3rd and 6. This is a big play for them. They've got to get some yardage here.
They're going to want to convert here for sure.
Oh, they're coming this way. I don't think he's going to make it, so they're going to hold him up right about for a gain. He's probably going to have 4th and 4, and they are. That's a long field goal.
4th down and 3 from the Reed Spring 18-yard line.
Well, not sure what they're going to go for it. They're out of field goal range, but a punt's kind of pointless, so. And number 30 is going to a halfback pass, and he's hit. The ball's down, and it's a not considered a fumble. They're going to call it an incomplete pass.
Looks like his arm was going forward on
but
that
we
one.
got a good hit in the backfield. I didn't see who got the hit.
Number 30, Kelby Guard with the incomplete pass. The play is broken up by number 5, Adam Lewis.
Freshman Adam Lewis. That freshman just shows up at the right time in the right place.
You know, I mean, he's definitely been an interesting factor in this Wolves team this whole season so far. I mean, Springfield Catholic last game, he performed admirably. He scored a pick 6 and made some key plays. And now this game, he's already made his name heard out here.
We've got another encroachment.
Flag on the play. Encroachment on the defense.
It's going to be the second encroachment on the defense penalty.
I have a feeling that the Wolves offense is going to educate the Hollister Tigers defense on when to go and when not to go.
Yeah.
Sean Gross is pretty good at that. I think that was J.T. Bailiff, number 6, who went into motion, which drew their defense off. He just timely movement, and it gets those guys on the line to want to jump.
Sean's going to keep it. Sean's going to break through.
And he gets an extra 5 or 6 yards breaking a tackle.
That one had me on my toes there. I thought.
He had a chance to break through. He was gone. Yeah, if he gets loose, Hollister's got some speed, but Sean Gross shouldn't be underestimated. He's an 800 runner that can get down the field pretty dang fast. He gets loose, untangles those tall legs, he's gone.
Good save by that Hollister defense, though.
Yeah, they wrapped up tight and held him, but boy, it was close.
If the first part of the play looked like it was going to be a loss, actually.
J.T. Bailiff with the ball. He's got a little bit of room, and
he's going to smack into anryder.
Yep.
He's going to smack into Matt Allison on that one and go down.
I think 22. 22, Ryland Doolin kind of dropped to his knees and it took him out at the legs. That's okay. That was a good run. Gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Receivers are way out. Cramblin up the middle.
Oh, Cramlin's broken through.
Another broken tackle. If he'd have got the same thing with Gross, that one guy, they're living on that just barely getting him down.
You know, if I was the Tigers coach right now, I think I would be on my toes because we're just barely stopping them here.
Yep, they're going to have to hang on tight.
And speaking of the coaching staff, the head coach for Hollister is going to be Rich Adkins, and he's done a fine job so far tonight. But
you know, and I think he's a fairly new coach to Hollister. I'm not sure where he was before, but I think last year may have been his first year at Hollister, and I think he's done a good job. And nothing to say anything bad about the previous coaches. You know, Hollister started football like maybe 8 or 10 years ago tops, And now they're starting to show signs of development. Their youth sports are probably feeding into their programs and giving them some depth now. If you look over on the other side of the field, they've got quite a few kids out. They're not a huge school, but they've got plenty of blue helmets over there.
That's for sure. I mean, they've got skill here, but the question is that will it be enough skill to stop Reed Spring? That's going to be Matt Allison who's going to take that one. And he'll pick up a few yards on that one. And
22, Matt Allison with the run.
Don't know if he got the first down. It looked like he may have.
Stop by number 77, Austin Hogue.
Looks like he's short a couple of yards.
Third down and 4 from the Hollister 42-yard line.
Gonna make it.
Okay, so my prediction right here, Ty, you need 4 yards. You're on a third down. You need those 4 yards. Don't want to go to a fourth down. Who do you give the ball to?
Colton Cram.
Colton Cram.
That's a no-brainer.
39 in the backfield. Let's see what Sean does. Gives it to JT Bailiff. He's around the right side. He's got a little bit of room.
Broken. Oh, he's going.
And they get him out of bounds. Oh my, he's down on the, I don't know, looks like the 15 or 20. Great run by Bailiff. Came around the corner. He's got a burst of speed. He can accelerate quick.
He's first down and 10 from the Hollister 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
You know.
All right, there's that momentum. We just pushed the ball hard, so let's see what happens now.
I would expect them to go for a passing play here or do a dive with Colton Cramlett, because we all know Colton Cramlett can push up there. But
another example of that encroachment. They're still teaching him a little something.
Is that going to be the third encroachment penalty?
On the defense. That'll make it first down and 5 from the Hollister 18-yard line.
And they're going to pass it deep down Chavez in the end zone. And it's going to be a touchdown caught by Alex Chavez.
There's that momentum. You get that big run, and look what it does.
Wolves are going to like that one.
By number 11, Sean Gross. Caught by number 8, Al Chavez.
Getting the eyeball from Dr. Hershey down here. He wasn't lying. He was right. I'm getting the point. He knows. Wolves draw first blood. Colton Cramlett back for the kick. Got to have a pretty good average.
Colton Cramlett seems to be a man of many talents out here.
And it looks good.
Speaking of many
kicked
talents,
it into the woods.
Yeah, he's gonna drill that one.
Point kick is good.
So it's 7-0 Wolves.
With 2 minutes 42 seconds left.
With a powerful run by JT Bailiff, a really good play to Al Chavez, and then a smoking kick right through the uprights. Right now, we're looking pretty solid.
You know, not gonna lie, it surprised me there when they didn't give it to Colton and instead they gave it to JT. But it worked out well in the end, and I mean that was a good choice by the Reed Spring coaching staff.
I agree 100%, Ty. I think you've got to go to some of these other guys. Cramlett is a workhorse, so there's no doubt about it. The guy just gets stuff done. But you've got JT, you've got Al, you've got Matt Allison, you've got Preston LaHue. You've got all these tools, plus the quarterback himself can run. Spread the love, share the love, because then the defense doesn't know where you're going. It could be any of those guys. Virtually no wind. The flags are just limp. See if Cramlett can get one down inside the 10-yard line. Ooh, good kick, good kick, good high kick. Lots of hang time. Wolves are going to capitalize on that.
He's going to cover up that ball there the second he starts running with it. And he'll pick up a few yards and put them in some decent field position. They're not pressed against their own end zone, but I wouldn't say they're exactly close to the other one either.
And I'll tell you this, Daniel Scott, the tackle on that play, 33, Daniel Scott, senior. Daniel's the guy at Catholic that, you know, he's near the play a lot of the time. But then all of a sudden, he makes the play. And as soon as he makes the play, he just lights up. I mean, he just goes nuts. He just got a good tackle on special teams. He's out there on defense. Not going to surprise me a bit if you don't see 33 in the backfield hunting for that quarterback.
30, Kelby Guard with the run. Down to number 39, Colton Cramblett, number 8, Al Chavez. Second down and 8 from the Hollister 28-yard line.
Cramblett on the stop. You know, he running back, kicker, punter, defensive. Dude's got it. He does. You talk about him a lot, but he does a lot. There's 33 in the backfield. A wide pass out of bounds, saving his own life. I would not want Daniel Scott coming at me like that. I know that.
Hey, he's definitely a big guy out there. I mean,
He is, and he's fast. He's aggressive.
Third down and 8 from the Hollister.
kind of funny that you mentioned him earlier. You know, you just said it needs all he needs is a spark and he'll light up. And
Here he
there you
comes.
have it. He had big prime time pressure on the quarterback there. And
I think he's one of those sleepy guys, but when you wake him up, you're going to be really sorry you woke him up. You know,
Yeah.
he's that sleeping giant.
we're gonna have to see what number 6 Leighton Morgan is gonna have to do about that. Oh!
Ooh, Daniel Scott, lots of pressure from Daniel Scott. Had to cut loose of the ball early. The block in the line.
Passes up down by number 73, Tony Wheel.
And that's going to be Tony making his name heard with that pass breakup right there.
I'll tell you what, I think our guys woke up, Ty. I think we're here. I think Dr. Hershey, so far, may have called it right. We're going to take command early and just push the ball hard. Back to
They're
kick.
going to punt it off here.
Good punt if it stays in bounds. Looks like it's gonna. And now it bounces out. Down to about the 40.
Good punt there, got the ball downfield, but
Leighton Morgan, he's a heck of an athlete.
That's for sure.
He, I think my son Justin and Leighton have played through youth sports together. They played basketball, baseball, competitors the whole way through. Leighton, I think, last season had a broken collarbone, I think. And, there was a lot of concern because he's, a key player for their team. But he looks strong, he looks healthy, he looks like he's doing his job and, no concern. So I'm glad to see Leighton back out on the field. Now that you can hear the Hollister coaches, they're barking at their defense. They're telling them you cannot get offside. You've got to pay attention to the ball.
Don't underestimate Sean.
We got 75 in the backfield.
Oh, JT's going to break through.
JT breaks free, and he's got room.
JT's going. Will he go the distance?
JT's in.
JT's in.
I'll tell you what, JT is one tough dude. You better get a hold of him because if you don't, he's gone.
Now that was a perfect example of improv right there. JT, he was, his jersey was being tugged on. He looked like he was going to be brought down. He's got two or three other players coming at him, and he breaks three, finds a gap, and he takes it all the way to that end zone.
I really thought 75 had him. I thought he had him down, and JT, he's powerful, and I don't think quits in his vocabulary.
Yeah, then you see big number 78, Isaac Evans, coming at him, and it's just like, wow, what do I do? And JT did what he needed to, that's for sure.
Another punt from Cramblett. Looks like it'll be good. So it's 14-0 in the first quarter. The Wolves have already scored twice. There's only a minute 30 left on the clock. So this is where you find your team. As Hollister, they've got to go back. They've got to regroup. They've got to decide, are we going to be in this game or not? And their coaches have got to fire them up.
Yeah, Respring has definitely come off with a strong start here. It's going to be interesting to see how Hollister answers with this 14-point deficit here.
Leaving for Hollister, number 20, Connor Hatfield. Kicking off for the Wolves, number 39, Colton Cramblett.
Once again, Colton Cramlett's going to be kicking it off here. It's going to be a short kick there, and decent run back. Looks like he's going to be brought down near the 40 or the 45. Still in their own territory. Didn't get past that 50 midfield marker.
Number 59, Evan Crane, and number 56, Caden Weiss. Hollister begins this.
They're going to be on the 40-yard line after that one. And Hollister really needs to answer with some points here if they don't want to be if they want to get back in this game.
Looks like we're having a little technical difficulty with one of our cameras. Our camera up top, we're having a little trouble with the feed, but we're working on it, so we're going to see if we can get it back up and running. Got a little room to run. Nope. Is that Cramblett on the tackle?
How convenient it is.
I think it was.
With the carry. Stop by number
Relentless,
39.
buddy. Just
Colton
relentless.
Cramblett.
It's like a heat-seeking missile.
He's second down and 10 from the Hollister 40-yard line.
He's either a missile on defense or a torpedo on offense.
You know, I don't get to announce very often, so I'm going to take advantage of my opportunity here. I'm going to give some shout-outs to some people working tonight. I've got a couple of seniors working in the control room. I've got Colby Crisp and Logan Valentine, who have been with me a long time, and they work hard, and they amazingly bright individuals. Going to take advantage of some opportunities in Kansas this month and take them up to a NASCAR race. And graduate Greg Stump, who used to be one of my previous students, is going to make sure they get into the pits. And not only are they going into the pits, he's going to get them into the ESPN trailer where they can sit and control some of the actual video that goes out to ESPN of the race. So that's a pretty cool deal for those two. Then on cameras, I've got sophomore Trinity Boyd, who's up top, and she's the one. Good pass defense, good pass defense. Sean Gross on the defense. Trinity Boyd's up top.
Hollister pass
Trinity's a great girl, hard working, and she's going to be an instrumental person in our work next year with
pass
those
is
guys
broken up by number 11, Sean Gross. So he's fourth down and 6
I'm
from
sorry,
the Hollister
Trinity's on the
44-yard
middle
line.
camera, the one that shoots from the 50-yard line. Jaden McGuirk is up top. He's the one working on the camera. And then down on the field, I've got a new freshman down here, Ryan McAndrews, who's already proving that he's a valuable part of the team, and we look forward to having him work with us in the future. And then, of course, I've got Ty Borge here with me announcing, who's already made a name for himself. And
number 20, Nate
we look forward to 3 more years of having Ty's voice on the stream.
I also look forward to 3 more years. It's going to be fun.
The end of the first quarter with the score Hollister 0, Reed Spring 14.
After that somewhat of a failed drive by Hollister, Reed Spring's going to get the ball back here, and they're going to start from their own 31-yard line. Decent field position once again, and if Reed Spring really just wants to keep Hollister out of this game, what they're going to want to do is score a touchdown here, because that'd be hard.
I think it's going to be a good game, but we're going to take a quick break, do a couple of our commercials possibly, and we'll be right back after these messages with more football here at the Lang.
Shop experience. Classic haircuts at an affordable price. Traditional straight razor shaves with hot towels and all the extras. All with the feeling of the original barbershop experience.
For the love you give, they just won't take. You can ask them, please.
Come visit Jim's historic barbershop in downtown Reed Spring.
So we're back here at the Lang. Second quarter, starting off the second quarter, Wolves 14, Tigers 0. The Wolves have taken an early command of the game. Gross behind McFerrin for the snap. Looks like an option left. Looks like Cramblett with the ball. He'll pick up a few yards. Looks like 6 or so yards.
Cramblett with the carry.
Maybe 8.
Number 61, Jamie.
It's going to make it 2nd and 1 and just barely not getting that first down.
2nd down to 1 from the Hollister Reed Spring 40-yard line.
They got a decent amount of green to go here, and it wouldn't surprise me if they went with a passing play here. You got Al Chavez and Colton Gutting deep over there, and
Looks like we had a bad snap and we got a flag. Something happened on the transition from McFerrin to Gross.
False start on the offense.
So a false start on our side on the offense. However, that's better than a fumble. Something happened, and probably that false start threw everything out of whack for the transition. Oh, we got a little bit of room. He's got some good blocks.
Looks like he's going to get tripped up there and be brought down around the 45.
They do not want to let JT get loose. They've seen it already tonight, what happens when JT gets around.
And they're going to make their way after that one into Hollister territory here. Colton Kremlin in the backfield here, and wouldn't surprise me if they run it with him. And
it just gets fun to see who's going to get the ball next. It's like 39, Colton Kremlin on the run. Got a decent gain of about 4.
With the run. Stop number 10, Cody Johnson, and number 61, Danny Gimlin. Second down at 6 from the Hollister 45-yard line.
Is that Matt Allison with the ball? Can't tell from this angle.
Looked like that is number 22, Matt Allison, who's going to pick up the
he made it down to about the 37.
He's going to pick up the first down on that one.
First down and 10 from the Hollister 37-yard line.
He is going to be in the 37. Respring once again slowly creeping towards that Hollister end zone. And it would definitely be in Hollister's best interest to stop him here.
Cramblett caught early with the ball. Somebody with a good tackle down in the line.
He looks to be a bit frustrated there.
61 caught him at the knees.
Second down and 8 from the Hollister 35-yard line.
They're learning real quick how to get a hold of these guys.
It looks like Respring's taught him a few things too as well.
Yeah, they're definitely demonstrating how to move the ball down the field. Gross back
Sean's
to throw,
pass it.
And he's rolling to the right. He's got a little room to run.
He'll scramble.
And
He'll
he
lose
drops
the ball.
It's loose. And it looks like Hollister will have the ball. Gross didn't have it tucked tight enough. He took a hit, and the ball flies out. Now, right now, that momentum is shifting, and Reed Spring has got to slap it down before they take advantage of it.
I can't really say that's one thing Reed Spring didn't need. It's something they didn't want, but I mean, they are 14 points above here, and I don't think a touchdown would be in their best interest. They're still definitely going to try and prevent Hollister from scoring here. Still sitting at 14-0 though, is he's gonna do a deep pass here.
Deep pass, good pass coverage.
And
we got a pick.
Number 20,
Nate Cerny with the ball. He's got a little bit of room. Good block.
He's gonna go
to the other side.
He's making his way down there. He's dodging tackles and he'll get wrapped up.
We got a flag down on the 15-yard line with a flag right on the 15. I'm guessing we've either got a face mask or we've got a block in the back, one or the other.
What a run back by Nate Cerny on that one.
That was a huge, huge pass. A lot of air time. Those are risky. The payoff is huge, but so is the penalty if you don't execute. I'm not.
You said Reed Spring needed to slap down that Hollister momentum, and I think that was one way of doing it.
Not sure what we got going. Looks like the penalty's against the Wolves. It's a 10-yarder. I didn't see what they called.
legal block in the back on the Wolves.
Legal block in the back.
From the Hollister 25.
Those mistakes you just can't make, you know?
Well, when you get that situation where they're rolling around, there's a lot of people in and out doing all this stuff. You know, Nate was dodging, bobbing, and weaving. Oh! Oh! And Allison brings it in. Gross is under pressure, takes the shot, gets rid of the ball. Allison fingertips it. What an awesome reception.
Touchdown pass.
Great play.
Gross, caught by number 22, Matt Allison.
The kind of concentration and focus it takes when you see somebody running right at you and you finish the throw knowing you're going to get smashed. And he puts it right at his fingertips. Great job by the quarterback and the receiver. Cramblin with another good kick, makes it 21-0.
The extra point kick is good. With 8 minutes, 53 seconds left in the second quarter. The score is Hollister 0, Reed Spring 21.
Now that right there is what the Wolves wanted. Now they've made it a 21-point deficit, and that momentum is...
Yeah, what's happening now is we get the momentum, we run down the field, we score, then we have a hiccup. We have a coughed up ball or a fumble, which gives Hollister an opportunity, but then when we smash it, it just drives that nail a little farther into their coffin, and it's going to get harder and harder to come back from that mentally when our team consistently is taking control no matter what the situation. We're making these mistakes, giving them a chance, and yet we still take command and take the ball back.
Yeah, we make these mistakes, and our defense definitely seems to be doing a good job to make sure that these mistakes don't go anywhere for Hollister.
Yeah, they're coming onto the field, and they're taking control immediately, and that's what they need. Just stop the momentum, take it back, and go back down the field. So Cramble back to the kick. Again, no wind, so he can keep it between the lines. Great kick, great height. It's going to be right on the 5-yard line. Steps back to the 4 and he runs.
Number
He's gonna
33,
make it to about the 25.
Orlando Para with the return on that one.
Orlando Para with the return for Hollister.
They're going to place the ball right on the 25-yard line.
Number 9, Colton Gutting, number 5, Adam Lewis.
So Hollister with the ball again. They're going to have to get something rolling here. It could get ugly. They're going to have to try something different with the Wolves.
After that touchdown, we're going to have to see if Hollister can get some points on the board here and at least get him somewhat back in this game here.
Well, the backyard battle, you know it's a big game. You know it's homecoming. It's no secret that schools schedule the homecoming game to be somebody that they feel like they can win against. They don't want to schedule against a Mount Vernon who's state ranked this year or something like that. But the level of intensity for the Wolves tonight might just be a little bit too much for the Tigers. We've got all these things amping us up. And they're coming in having never beaten us before. And a better team this year for sure, but boy, the Wolves are really fired up.
I mean, I'd mentioned the sheer amount of hype and atmosphere that was going around here earlier, and I know,
all week long in the school. I mean, the spirit in the school.
I mean, if you look in the stands right now, it is absolutely packed out there.
It truly is. It's a jammed house. Student section fills that whole end of the bleachers. Still all on their feet. Pretty impressive crowd. Hollister brought a good amount of fans with them. Of course, they're only 20 minutes away, but still impressive that they're willing to come and show support for their team. And we've got the blue and white cheerleaders right behind us doing an awesome job. It's a good night for football. For the Wolves, anyway.
Another flag on the play, and
Flag on the play.
That's going to be just a lot of penalties that are happening out here tonight.
Yeah, somebody's moving early. Looks like it's on the Wolves. Didn't see who it was, but
First down and 5 from the Hollister 40-yard line.
it was a late flag, so it was somebody predicting when the snap was coming and probably got close, but not close enough.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty there, and Gonna put them on that 40-yard line.
Run up the middle. Gonna gain for 3 or 4 yards. Good, powerful little run up the middle. Looks like maybe Austin Lewis. Austin Lewis, or Adam, I'm sorry, Austin's his older brother, Adam Lewis.
That's going to be a number 30, Kelby Guard with the run there. Who's going to pick up 3 yards there for Hollister. And, you know, if I was a Hollister football player right now, I would be hungry to get into that end zone. I mean, Hollister needs some points right now, but as we can see from this play right here, Reese Spring's not letting that happen.
No, they're feeling like they're in command now. So that confidence is going to be hard to break.
Having momentum is one thing. Having confidence is a whole nother.
You bet.
From the Hollister 44-yard line.
Evan Crane coming off the field. That's another freshman with a lot of potential. Evan saw some time on the field when Tony was out with the concussion. I would like to see him on the field a few more times. I think he's going to have a lot to offer this team in the future. Ooh.
Once again, Kelby Guard wrapped up there.
It was a good, powerful run. It looks like they may have got the first, but I think at a cost. There's a lot of punishment going on in that pile.
First down and 10 from the Hollister 47.
It's gonna
Crane back onto the field.
It's gonna put him on. That's gonna be JT coming off with Crane going on.
Well, if JT probably needs rest. I think him and Colton are on the field quite a bit of the time. Looks like we're going to get a timeout.
Timeout Hollister.
That's going to be Hollister burning their second timeout in this first half.
Probably not a bad plan. You know, it's a.
Well, I mean, there's 6 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second quarter.
And we're 21 points ahead. They need to probably maybe get these guys under control and get them back here with a plan.
They need to get them focused, and a plan is just what they need.
They need that confidence that we have. And right now, I don't think they're feeling it as much.
I think they need momentum.
They need the momentum. You're correct. See the Wolf Pride marching band gearing up for halftime show.
Speaking of halftime, I think I will have to go get my jacket after this.
I'll tell you what, the Wolves marching band, directed by Mr. Josh Garut, really good effort, really good product from these guys for a smaller school band. These guys put out a big noise. They're pretty good.
And you've seen some of their stuff before at halftime, and you know every time they get out in the field to perform, they put on quite a show.
They do. They really do. Oh, looky who came through with a little intensity. Number 33, Daniel Scott.
How convenient. I think
is lit again.
Yeah, I think Daniel Scott's getting his mojo.
Yeah.
If he hasn't already, that's for sure.
He's one of those athletes, you see him from the stands, he's, I don't know, 6'2", 6'3", maybe 210 pounds.
He's a noticeable guy.
He is, but he doesn't look like he's just super thick. He's a wiry athletic guy. But I'm going to tell you what, when he comes at you and hits you, I bet it feels like 300. Apparently there's a kid or someone in the Hollister section of the fans who's got a whistle, and the officials didn't like the whistle being blown, which it's pretty easy to understand why. So I don't think it was intentional. I think it may have been a young kid who just had a whistle and was blowing on it.
Once again, Leighton Morgan here looking to make some magic happen, and he's going to hand it off to Kelby Guard once again, but he'll be swallowed up there by Adam Lewis and Matt Allison. All right, my bad, Daniel Scott.
Adam Lewis and those guys are in the back. The freshman Adam Lewis, his name just keeps coming back up. The kid's got talent. He's coming. He's not coming. He's here. He's arrived.
He has arrived, that's for sure. He is making his presence felt out here tonight.
It's good to see, you know, a younger team coming in and being able to get that valuable experience and the confidence, the momentum like we talk about. So next year and the year after and the year after, we'll still have that kid on the team. And we got a pick. Looks like Adam Lewis.
No.
With another interception right on the 45-yard line. Went to his knees, caught the ball easily.
Well, there was pressure there on that play from Daniel Scott and Caden Weiss. So
he got rid of it quick and forced the interception.
Adam Lewis came up with it quick.
You bet he
well.
did. That was good. Good Wolves defense.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be handed off to JT, and he'll get some running room here.
Oh, JT
He's
got
gonna
through.
Break free.
They're going to
He
have to
may
hit
be
it
going all
hard.
the way.
Not a chance. JT in the end zone again.
What
Bailiff having a whale of a game.
What a night for JT Bailiff, for sure.
We'll just label this stream the JT Bailiff show.
The Wolves are having a stellar night out here tonight.
We got a flag on the field, Ty.
Please no whistles from the stands.
They're going to take it back.
Oh.
Holding penalty on the Wolves.
We had a hold in the backfield. Didn't see who it was, but you know what? That is still such a big momentum for the Wolves, the way they ran that ball, and it's still powerful. So I don't think this drive is done with the excitement just yet.
Even though it's a bit of a setback there, I agree. I don't think the excitement is far from over.
Yeah, I think they're going to go right back at them again. They're like, all right, let's show them we can do it again. So Hollister, they need to capitalize on this right now. They've got good field position on the Wolves if they can get the ball back. Got a pitch out to, looks like Matt Allison. He gets a little bit of a gain there.
He'll be putting on a couple of moves on some defenders there.
Stop by number 77, Austin Ho.
It's going to make it
Second down and long from the
second down and 16.
Got a big run coming. We've got to get some yardage. 16's a big one.
After that holding penalty, that set him back quite a bit.
It did. The hold hurts, but we haven't seen a pass in a while. What do you think? We're going to see something in the air?
That wouldn't surprise me. You know,
either that or Gross is going to keep it.
Or they'll just do a dive with Colton.
Yeah.
I mean, he can pick up a few yards.
Colton's got the ball.
And there goes Colton.
Couple of good hits, but he did get some gains. So he's going to cut that in half. Probably 3rd and maybe 6 or so. Or 4th and 6, I'm sorry. With 21 points on the board, it looks like.
3rd down and 5 from the Hollister 44-yard line.
Okay, I thought it was 3rd down. Maybe I missed it down there somewhere. He's back to throw.
That's going to be
JT. JT jukes. And he gets through.
He's going to break free.
He jukes 3, breaks some ankles. Still on his feet. Down to the 17-yard line.
And just like you said, we showed him we can do it once.
Right back on it.
JT's showing him we can do it again.
JT's not done.
Not at all.
Clary.
Beautiful broken tackles there, and yet another beautiful run by JT.
First down and 10 from the Hollister 17-yard line.
Well, Gross steps away from the snap, looking for that encroachment call. Doesn't get it. Hollister stays strong on the line. Back under loop. And up the middle for no gain. Line was ready.
Stop by number 88, Lane Bruck. And number 61, Danny Gimlin.
Now that's a rare occurrence right there, seeing Colton just be stopped and met with a brick roll like that.
You got to really give credit to the Hollister defense. They did a good job of stopping that run right there. After all those big plays, and they still are collecting it and getting after it. So.
Respring's still teaching him a few things, though. I mean, I think Hollister really needs to assemble their defense here and put a stop to some of these big run plays.
39 Colton Cramlett with the carry.
Cramlett down to the 13-yard line.
Gimlin, number 85.
Yeah, you never want to root against anybody. You don't want to root against Hollister. You're rooting for the Wolves.
Third down and 5.
You want Hollister to be better. You want them to play good. You want it to be a good game. You still want your team to win, but I don't ever want to see a team suffer. I want them to play well.
I mean, well, both teams are playing well. Some more than others, but speaking of passing,
Pass to
Al
Al
Chavez.
Chavez, and he's going to.
He's gonna
I think
drive
he's
his
in.
way
They're
into the
calling
end
it.
zone.
He's in. He's in. He reached with the ball and made it.
What an effort by Al Chavez.
JT's buddy, Al Chavez, into the end zone. Tony Leal's little brother, or older brother.
A pass by number 11, Sean Gross. Caught by number 8, Al Chavez for a Wolves touchdown.
So we got 1:25 on the clock for the half. We got 27-0. About to be 28 with Colton Cramblett. I don't know if has Colton missed an extra point? Oh, wait a minute. I spoke too soon. And they're not going to give it to him. It looked like he had it in, but they didn't give it to him.
It looks like the snap was bobbled there, actually.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad kick. That was just didn't get it placed.
1 minute 25 seconds left in the first
We had
half.
27-0.
0, Reed Spring 27.
Shouldn't have said anything, Ty.
Well, after that touchdown and amazing effort by Al Chavez and the bobbled snap there on the kick, Reed Spring's going to come back out here with a 27-point lead. Hollister's still scoreless in this first half. And once again, Colton Cramlett's going to be kicking off, and Hollister going to be itching for some points here.
Kicking off for the Wolves, number 12, Landon Fleetwood.
Oh, it looks like Colton's actually not going to be kicking it off. It's going to be number 12, Landon Fleetwood, who's going to be kicking it off. It's going to be a bit of a short kick there, and don't know if that was intentional or not, but that's it's going to put the Tigers in some good field position here.
Kickoff recovery by number 43, Lucas Bear.
It's going to plop him on the 45. Now it's going to be interesting to see what they can do from here with some good field position after that short kick.
Number 6, Leighton Morgan with the run. Stop by number 5, Adam Lewis, and number 77, Blake Levin. Second down and 5 from the 50-yard line.
Well, a minute left on the clock. I would say that you're going to see Morgan go to one of those Hail Marys. They don't have much other chance.
I'm sure the Wildcats, I'm sorry, the Tigers here are just looking for
Hand
some
off to
points
number
at this
10,
point.
he's brought down. They'll get one more playoff probably at least, but I would bet they're gonna heave one and see what they can do.
Yeah.
Correction, number 50, Evan Wilson. First down and 10 from the Reed Spring 44-yard line.
He's back to throw, and he's gonna. Oh, he's got a receiver. And no chance to catch it. It was probably 5 yards long.
Going to be pressure there from Daniel Scott, who's going to, looks like he'll trip and fall short of the sack. But
Like Sean Gross on the coverage.
44-yard line.
Good coverage by him, preventing that receiver. And
Wouldn't surprise me if they chucked another one, Ty.
yeah, I mean they got 26 seconds left. 2nd and 10.
Yep.
They're
not getting anywhere with the runs. They gotta try and get something.
But I feel like the Wolves may know this, and they're gonna try and monopolize on it.
Well, he ran
Looks
up the middle.
Looks like they're gonna run it instead.
And the clock's running. I would say that'll probably take us to halftime.
Daniel Scott.
Tigers don't look like they're interested in taking the snap, so.
Doing a halftime report. And that right there is going to mark the end of the first half. It's been an interesting first game so far. The Wolves are leading 27-0, and we'll be right back after. Oh, do you need something?
Well, I think that we need to definitely talk about what's going to happen at halftime. I think Hollister's going to go into the locker room, and I would hope those coaches would try and fire them up and remind them that they're a good team, they've got potential, they've got talent. They need to come out and get going. So let's go ahead and do the commercials, and then maybe come back and you and I will have a little halftime report conversation about what we've seen so far.
At Oakley Auto World, we strive to be your all-around best option when buying a vehicle. High-quality inventory that goes through a 128-point inspection, a service department available to anyone needing it, the custom T-Rock Jeeps for people wanting something unique, and customer service that works to get the right vehicle at the right price. Come see us at Oakley Auto World.
Here at Jim's Historic Barbershop, you always get an old school barbershop experience. Classic haircuts at an affordable price. Traditional straight razor shaves with hot towels and all the extras. All with the feeling of the original barbershop experience.
For the love you give, they just won't take. You can ask them, please.
Come visit Jim's Historic Barbershop in downtown Reed Spring.
And all of your love. Yeah.
Looking for some amazing dinner options? Located on Highway 76, just east of Stonebridge Village, Ozark Mountain Pizza has mouth-watering pizza, pasta, breadsticks, wings, and more at an affordable price. The welcoming atmosphere, friendly customer service, and delicious food will crush your pizza cravings and leave you wanting to come back for more.
Wolf Pride Band. Vernon Marching Festival and earned the following awards. Second place, People's Choice Award. Outstanding Profession in Class 3 Large. And second place overall in Class 3 Large. Reed Spring Wolf Pride Band, you may take the field in performance.
Looking for some amazing dinner options? Located on Highway 76, just east of Stonebridge Village, Ozark Mountain Pizza has mouth-watering pizza, pasta, breadsticks, wings, and more at an affordable price. The welcoming atmosphere, friendly customer service, and delicious food will crush your pizza cravings and leave you wanting to come back for more.
At Oakley Auto World, we strive to be your all-around best option when buying a vehicle. High-quality inventory that goes through a 128-point inspection, a service department available to anyone needing it, the custom T-Roc Jeeps for people wanting something unique, and customer service that works to get the right vehicle at the right price. Come see us at Oakley Auto World.
Here at Jim's Historic Barbershop, you always get an old-school barbershop experience. Classic haircuts at an affordable price. Traditional straight razor shaves with hot towels and all the extras. All with the feeling of the original barbershop experience.
For the love you give, they just won't take. You can ask them, please.
Come visit Jim's Historic Barbershop in downtown Reed Spring.
As always, proceeds go to support Reed Spring High School project graduation. Tonight's winner will receive $110. One more time, the winning ticket number is 461099. You just won $110 and a handshake from our new homecoming queen. And if you're really in the mood to support Project Graduation, be sure to get down there and buy some McAllister's tea and unsweet tea, or sweet tea, all the
Welcome
tea.
back to the Lang. We're
Remember, as always,
halftime. Ty, what do you think so far? How's the game going for the Wolves?
Well, it's definitely been an interesting game so far for both sides. Reed Spring is currently up by 27 points, which is a large point deficit. The Hollister has played decent tonight. Reed Spring has taught them a few things, especially with a few penalties and stuff. They've played decent overall. There's still a whole nother half to see how this game goes, but both teams have, definitely given their all out here tonight so far.
So, do you think that Hollister, a 27-0 deficit halftime, what do they have to do to get back in this game? What do they have to overcome?
Well, right now, what they need to overcome is just, I think personally, just the fear of that Reed Spring team over there, right? They need to realize that, hey, just because we're away, we can still beat Reed Springs. Just because there's 27 points on that board and none for us doesn't mean that we can't win this game. That's what Hollister needs to be in that mindset.
I would agree. I think physically they're a pretty solid team. They've got some tools to use. They've got a good quarterback. They've got some kids that can run the ball. They're just going to have to get into the mindset that they can be in this game. And when they do, it's that new program problem where you think that you're still a new program. You're still in that mode of trying not to lose instead of knowing you can win. And I think Hollister is an example of that. They've got everything they need except that mindset of we're a good enough team to win. And they are. They're a good enough team to play in this game, but they're still living in that new team mentality. So pretty good effort on their part. Just some timely mistakes that the Wolves capitalized on. Could be a different half. Hopefully they'll come out and have a game plan to get back in this game.
That's for sure. Thank you for watching the Reed Spring Halftime Report.
We don't know what's going on. Everyone's looking.
Number 27, Caleb Solis. Kicking off for Hollister, number 45, Clay Humbert.
All right, Ty, here we go. Wolves had the kickoff, so first time Hollister kicking off to the Wolves this time. Looks like a good kick, and they're going to take it. Oh, we got a fumble, a little drop there. We got a flag.
Number 27, Caleb Solis, improvising on that one and picking up a few yards.
Looks like there might be a block in the back on the far side of the field against the Wolves. Couldn't tell for sure. Looked like it might have been 28 Cerny. He was tied up with a guy over there on the far side. We'll see what the call is going to be.
There's multiple moving parts in that return, so
yeah,
we'll have to see here.
Like we said at the beginning of the game, always a holding.
It's a holding penalty.
Reed Spring and Hollister have always had a big rivalry, and there's going to be a lot of intensity with the players. Special teams gets out there, they've been watching, they haven't had a lot of time on the field. When they get out there and they get physical, it's their chance to show what they're made of. And of course, there's going to be some pretty brutal hits and people looking to show what they can do, trying to earn their way onto the regular defense or offense.
Wolves begin this drive. They're on 17-yard line.
Looks like the Wolves are going to start off here from the 17-yard line.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Quick pitch to number 22, Matt Allison.
Looks like he made it out to about the 37-yard line.
Well, that was a good run back right there, getting out of that tough field position, kind of pressed against their own end zone there.
My dad asked the same questions. Why wasn't I doing that? And I was like,
It's going to be Colton Kremlett who's going to take it up the middle there.
39, Colton Kremlett with the carry.
Colton run, pushing people all the way like a bulldozer.
Second out 5 from the Reed Spring 41-yard line.
Once again, Kremlett in the backfield. Looks like Sean kept it on that one, but he's not going to get very far.
Tony Guard. Third down and 5. Third down and 4 from the Reed Spring 42-yard line.
It's going to be a 1-yard gain on that one. Going to make it 3rd and 4. Wolves need to get out of this situation right now. Definitely need to convert here in this 3rd and 4. It's like
11, Sean Gross with the run. Stopped by number 30.
looks like Sean's going to keep it on that one. It's going to be 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
It looks like they're going to punt it off here, and
Looks like Colton's going back to the punt, which is smart. There's no reason to pressure luck. You've got a good lead. Give the ball up and let Hollister take a swing at it. Colton's a good punter. He'll get the ball down the field, and not a great snap. Colton picked it up. Got a good kickoff. We got a flag down around the 30. Looks like Adam Lewis was on the ground. Penalty is going to be against Hollister. And honestly, I saw the white hat give the penalty, and I'm not sure what he meant. It may have been a helmet-to-helmet hit.
Personal foul penalty on Hollister.
Going to be a big one. Personal foul.
Hollister begins this drive from their own 11-yard line.
Just when Hollister gets the ball back in decent field position, they take a penalty and it moves them 15 yards back. Not the program they're looking to run here.
Now they're in a bit of a tight field position, and a loss of yards here would be quite detrimental.
Leighton back, threw the ball backwards under pressure.
Number 33, Daniel Scott, with some massive pressure there.
Stop by number 77, Lane 11.
It's like Caden Weiss got a hold of him. Number 56, that is Caden Weiss, right?
Mm-hmm. You know,
freshman Caden Weiss got onto him, and then it looked like freshman or sophomore Blaine Blevins finished off the deal.
You know, Caden isn't a name that that we've heard a whole lot of tonight, but he definitely is a big player out here. I mean, literally and physically, he's a very he's a big guy. I mean, he knows what he's doing out here, and being a freshman starting here, he's right in that tier with Adam.
Stop by number 20, number 8, Al Chavez.
Definitely some good freshmen who are playing out here.
We do. We have I thought we were going to have a couple. I think early in the season we knew Caden Weiss was going to be a factor. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's agile, he's talented. And we really felt like he was going to be one of the ones out on the field. But then you put in an Adam Lewis and even an Evan Crane. You're looking at these guys coming out, being an integral part of the team, especially on a solid defense effort.
He's going to hand it off to Kelby Gard
number
again.
30 got through. Nate Cerny with the tackle on the backside.
Kelby Guard gonna pick up quite a few yards there, and that's the momentum that Hollister needs.
Tell you what,
right
Nate Cerny just saved them from scoring. He had one tackle to break. He broke 3 or 4. Had nowhere else to go but to the end zone.
They're going to hand it off to number 10, Cody Johnson, on that one. And he's going to pick up a small gain there, and it's going to make it a small 3-yard gain, making it 2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7 from the Hollister 36-yard line.
Offensive line for Hollister, this is some decent size. 30 with the ball.
Once again, Kelby Guard driving that ball upfield for Hollister.
Blaine Blevins clipped him on the ankles and got him off balance. Looks like the rest of the line finished him off.
You know, Blaine Blevins is another big contributor out here. I mean, he plays center on offense, and he's already been a big factor on defense.
Yeah, you take those guys on the line for granted a lot of the times. They're not huge playmakers, but if they don't do their jobs, you know, things can go really wrong. So you gotta tip your hats to the linemen on both sides. They do a lot of hard work and don't get a lot of credit for it.
That's another run there.
Tell you what, he's fighting to stay on his feet.
It's going to be number 17, Blake Russell, who's going to get the carry on that one.
You know, and you look at this offense for Hollister, they're only a couple of seconds each play away from breaking a tackle and going for a bigger run. They're just not executing things quite as fast and efficient as they could. They're close. They're close.
Well, I mean, they're slowly inching their way upfield here with all these run plays. Doesn't look like they're taking any chances on some of the pass plays here due to the fact that Reed's defense has kind of had some great coverage tonight on that.
Yeah, they really have, and I don't think Layton's getting a lot of time in the pocket either. You know, he goes back to pass, turns around, and he's got a lot of red jerseys right in his face. And that's hard to do. You want to get a couple off and get some confidence, and he's not really had a lot of time to do that.
Number 73, Tony Leal. 2nd down and 8 from the Hollister 46-yard line.
You know, like I said, you know, Hollister slowly inching their way up there, but they're still picking up yards and picking up first downs as well. And
they need to keep doing what they're doing. Just play safe football, do your job, work the ball down the field, 3 or 4 yards at a time. There's nothing wrong with that. Got a hand off to the right side. Didn't quite make the turn. Russell's getting some time with the ball.
Between him and number 30, Kelby Guard, they're definitely getting multiple carries here.
3rd down and 4 from the 50-yard line.
You take a kid like Blake Russell. He's a freshman. He's your age, and he's making some pretty good gains for the team, right? He's not a big kid, but he's obviously quick. He's getting some valuable experience right now. He's just doing nothing but learning. He's just like our Adam Lewis. Adam got out there as a freshman. Probably was a little intimidated when he first got on the field, trying to go at the varsity speed. Not sure. We got a flag down here on the 40.
You know, they're still running the ball here. They had one pass attempt here that gave them a few yards, and then the rest of the drive has just been them slowly running their way upfield. But, you know, there's a flag in the play.
It's like maybe a procedure penalty or something.
Against the offense. It's going to make it 4th and 3.
4th down and 3.
And it looks like they're going to try and convert here. I don't see anyone deep in the backfield. They're on the 49-yard line. They got decent field position.
Yeah, you're down 27-0. You really need to convert.
And
Back to
here's a
throw,
passing play.
and it
Oh,
was
it's
tipped.
tipped.
No chance for an interception. Got rid of the ball pretty quick. There is a flag down. That's critical. If it's before he let go of the ball,
Looks like that was
it's against the Wolves.
number 56, Caden Weiss, with the tip there, though.
Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense.
I didn't see, I was like you. I watched the pass. I watched the tip. You got to wonder with the aggressiveness of 33 Daniel Scott if he got in the backfield. He is that quick. He is the guy that gets there in a hurry. If he came around there and Leighton had let go of the ball, and with his momentum, he crashed into him, it could have been, it's that easy to do.
It isn't so much as going to cost him on that, but it's not going to make Reed Springs very happy.
No, it's gonna light the defense's fuse a little bit, and they're gonna play a little harder. But it also gives Hollister a much better field position. They're a lot closer to that end zone. That might get them fired up. No, I don't think that's gonna work.
Number 17, Blake Russell, who's going to be absolutely swallowed up there in the backfield.
And I'll tell you, Ty, you're not a great big guy over here with me. What are you, 5'4", 5'5"?
5'4".
Yeah, 5'4", 125 pounds soaking wet. That Russell kid doesn't look like he's a whole lot bigger than you. What's it say on the program there? What are they pulling him in at?
Well, he's 5'8", and he's 140.
I don't know. He looks like a 5'6" to me. He's not a big guy, but he's working hard out there. He's getting it done for them. The coaches on Hollister's sideline obviously have a lot of confidence in 33 Daniel Scott right on top of the quarterback, but checked up in a hurry when he let go of the ball. So I'm going to speculate on that other one. I think maybe Daniel Scott got into him.
Daniel Scott has, I think his bomb has been lit and it has gone off.
Yeah.
He is making his name absolutely heard tonight.
I'll tell you what, if I was Leighton Morgan, I wouldn't like seeing 33 coming at me. I know that.
He's doing his job and he's doing it well.
Yeah, he comes in a hurry and he comes looking to punish. He's an aggressive kid. Got a pass over to the sidelines.
Quick screen there.
Not going to make it into the, we got a foul. We got a penalty on the flag.
Reception by number 20, Connor Hatfield.
It's going to be number 20, Connor Hatfield, who will be receiving on that one.
Now, that flag came down in a hurry. That looked like the official wasn't happy about it. I'd almost say that it's a personal foul against the Wolves. Maybe Al Chavez come in late. Hard to see the white hat from our position on the field, but
targeting penalty on the defense.
Yeah, I think one of our guys came in helmet to helmet, came in helmet first, and like we said, that backyard battle mentality, they're pretty, a little bit of trash talk on the field, and, people get fired up, and then all of a sudden we're trying to really tackle hard, and, the game can get pretty intense.
Yeah,
it's football, it's full contact. So.
Definitely, I mean, from the start of the first play to now, there's been a whole lot of penalties here. And that.
I'll tell you what, Hollister's, our defense better quit the flag stuff because they're right down there where they could possibly score.
Well, it seems like every time our defense holds them, it prevents them from getting those yards. What happens? Penalty. It's not bit, but on the bright side of things, Hollister's capitalizing on these mistakes and is determined to get into that end zone and get themselves on the board here.
Well, they are in position. Like, second and one, they ought to get a first down right here.
They're on the 14. They need these yards and they need these points.
And they're in range now. Morgan can throw the pass and get it in the end zone. I'm going to guess they got that on forward motion. Yeah, the chains are moving, so.
It's going to be a small 3-yard gain.
Yeah, it's going to be first and almost the goal. So they're 10 or 12 yards away. We need to tackle for a loss. We need to hold them here. You know that the Wolves are going to want to shut them out. They do not want them to score on the home field. And that's just bragging rights. That's just, rubbing it in their face kind of deal. So I would expect the defense to really get really intense right here. There's that intensity. They're still going.
Cody Johnson with the carry. Stop by number 5, Adam Smith, and number 6, JT Bailey.
Once again, Adam and JT putting a stop here. Looks like that's going to be a 5-yard gain, making it 2nd and 5 on the 6-yard line. Reed Springs defense really needs and wants to hold him here. I mean,
Sweep to the outside. He looks like he might get in. He got.
I don't see any signal that he's in. Reed Spring defense is still holding him here. That's going to be a 3-yard gain, making it 3rd and 1 on the 3-yard line.
Stop by number 56, Caden Weiss, and number 73, Tony Field.
There's your lineman in on the tackle.
I'm sure everyone's biting their nails here for both sides.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're down here on the opposite end of the field, and we're not getting to see that good action.
Yeah.
It's like they're bringing the chains out to check the
they're going to measure it
They're
here.
close. They've got to be about the 2-yard line.
Probably checking to see if they got a first down here.
There's 1:28 left on the 3rd quarter. Looks like it's really close. The officials don't want to give a decision yet. I think it's going to be just a little bit short, it looks like. They're moving the yardage markers back.
It's 4th and 1 right now on the 1-yard line. Now,
this is huge. This is huge.
If Hollister can score here, they may still have a chance at this game. Wouldn't surprise me if they did a dive for something here. Oh, my bad. It's
flag.
1st and 1.
On the play.
Oh, no.
False start on the offense.
That is not what Hollister needed.
They were 1 yard away, and
Make it 1st down and goal from the Reed Springs 6-yard line.
5-yard penalty. Boy, that looked a lot better from the 1 yard for Hollister. 6 yards is still doable.
But
that is a...
that's not what they needed, to say the least.
And it's a handoff to 10. I think he's in. He's in.
That's going to be a
Hollister's on the board. I've got 6. Now, I will tell you this, Ty. Traditionally, when your team is in a commanding lead, they're up by 20, 25 points like we are right now, it is typical for the winning coaches in the 4th quarter to pull their varsity starters and put in their JV and let them have some time on the field if you have a commanding lead.
Yeah.
But I'm not too sure that Reed Spring, given the gravity of this game, the backyard battle, the intensity, the rivalry, it wouldn't shock me if Coach Gosh left his starters in for the first couple of minutes of the 4th quarter just to make sure that we get that quarter off to a good start. What do you think? Do you think he'll be the classy, nice coach, or do you think he'll say, nope, we're not giving it to you. We're gonna keep punctuating. We're stronger.
Well, if there's one thing we can guarantee that Coach Gosh is going to do, he's going to play smart here.
He is.
I think
he'll keep him in, and
I think with us being up by 21 points, I think we're going to do exactly what you said. I think he's gonna finish off this quarter with some varsities. He's going to start off the 4th quarter with some varsities. Maybe go to about the 10-minute marker, just to be cautious. Then he'll probably put some people in who normally don't get a lot of play time, if any. And, they can go out there and have some fun, play ball.
I want to go with that. I think you're right. Now, if we receive this ball and run it for a touchdown, all bets are off. I don't know what'll happen then. Looks like he's going to kick it to the sideline, and it's going to bounce out of bounds.
And there's a flag.
Well, that's the ball going out of bounds. We got a minute left in the quarter. Looks like the ball will be brought out to the 25.
Drive from their own 35-yard line.
Hollister fans are looking a little subdued up here.
Well, I mean, it's, you know, basically a minute left in the third quarter. They're down by 21 points. Things aren't looking too hot.
Tackle number 77, Austin Hope.
Well, I've got to give props to Hollister's defense. They don't quit. These guys are out there fighting every down.
Spring 35-yard line.
Well, that's 35 seconds and counting left in this third quarter.
The Reed Spring offense has had the ball for a big part of this game, which means that Hollister defense has got to be getting tired. That's a lot of time on the field. Those guys are working hard. And Reed Spring is running them all over the place.
Quick stutter step there by JT.
Flag on the play.
Number 6, JT Bailiff with the carry.
They pick up a few yards on that one.
Stopped by number 30, Kelby Gar. There's a flag on the
It's going to be a holding or a block in the back on the far side of the field, most likely. No.
Have to see what the call is here. Still no sign
No
yet.
block in the back on the offense.
There's that block in the back.
Ha. You know, I mean, it just keeps happening for Reed Springs here. I mean, you know, they'll get the ball, they'll pick up a few yards. You know, it looks like they're doing really good, and then a penalty will hit them. And it just seems like it's been that way for a fair majority of this game here for Reed Springs.
Hollister looks like they brought back one of their retirees. The old AD, assistant principal, cross-country coach, basketball coach, on the far side of the field.
Third down ball from the Reed Spring 24-yard line.
Make it 3rd and 21. Not great field position for Reed Springs. If they can't come up with a big play here, it wouldn't surprise me if they punted it off just to play it safe.
Six seconds on the clock. Somebody's offsides, I think. Coach Scott Winger, the far side of the field, retired last year, but he's back on the sidelines over there supporting the team. You know he can't get away from it. He's a blood Tiger Blue, Hollister Blue for a long, long time. Super respected guy in the community, theirs and ours. Heck of a family. Hate to see him go, but I'm kind of jealous, Ty. You know, he gets to retire, he gets to go fishing and golfing and then show up on Friday nights and watch the game from the sidelines. And, you know, he's not working, he's just, you know, living that dream of retirement. So, congratulations to Coach Scott Winger.
5 seconds left here. 3rd and 26 now after that penalty. Reed Spring needs to come up with something here if they don't want to punt it off. they'll be able to get one more playoff here, and then it'll be the end of the third quarter and on to the fourth and final quarter.
Yeah, these flags, we need to play ball here.
These flags are really just slowing the game down and not fun for anyone. That's going to be
Gross keeps it. A good tackle, fires up the fans for Hollister. Celebrate the victories you can. Good defensive stop for the Tigers. So at the end of the third quarter, Reed Springs up 27-7. Come down to our side of the field here. We'll get a better look at what's going on now. All right, we're back at the beginning of the fourth quarter, 27-7 Wolves. Wolves have the ball. It's 4th and 18. We're going back for the punt. Cramlett's got the ball, rolls, and in his typical soccer-like style, boots it down the field, gets a good bounce. Hollister will grab it, making gains, broke some tackles. He's got some room. JT Bailiff in his face. Breaks through JT. He's down the sidelines, and they're going to get him down about the 24-yard line.
That's number 20, Connor Hatfield, with the beautiful run back.
That's a big run right there, boys.
Put a spin move on Reed Springs, and he was out of there.
Tackle number 50, Evan Wilson, and number 20, Nate Sterling.
I would say Coach Gosh is going to want his boys to get back on this horse and ride it hard. Hollister's not done yet.
This drive from the Reed Springs 23-yard line.
20 points in a quarter is doable. It's not probable, but I sure wouldn't count them out. Oh my, oh my. He's in. Hollister touchdown, ran right through the middle and kept on going. Hollister taking control in the fourth quarter. So that'll make the score 27-14 tie. So that momentum just shifted a little bit. You know that sideline on the far side of the field is probably lit up right now. They're probably excited and ready to go, got some adrenaline flowing.
You know, I was gonna say that perhaps Coach Gosh here was gonna, play some, some of the non-varsity, maybe the people that just don't play a whole lot, but it's not really looking that way.
I don't think so. I think that program just changed channels. I would say he's throwing everything he can at this, and he's going to try and put some more points on the board.
Well, Hollister's got Reed Spring on their toes now, and if they got their giving them goosebumps, probably making them think, okay, well, now we actually have reason to kind of be on our toes here.
Yeah,
so,
this is the first time all night I really felt like the Wolves got the wind knocked out of them. If I'm the Hollister coach, I'm thinking maybe a squib kick or maybe a offside kick, try and get that ball back, get some decent field position. We'll see what they do. He's going to go deep.
That's a beautiful kick right there. Caleb Solis who will be receiving here.
And he's got some room, and he gets to about the 28. Ran into a wall of white, checked up and turned left, and he gained a couple of yards, but he's on the 29-yard line.
Finally got some action happening right in front of us.
All right, let's see if that Wolf team can do what they're supposed to do here. Tackle the adversity, go right back at it.
How's it going?
It's like Colton Cranlett up the middle. He's got a little room, breaks a couple of tackles.
Spin.
He's loose.
He's loose. Oh.
And 20 brings him down at the 50. Almost got loose.
That is what the Wolves needed right there. Reassurance that they are still in control of this game. You know, number 20, Connor Hatfield for the Hollister Tigers is having some game tonight.
It's like Luke McFerrin, center number 52, had his helmet pulled off during the play.
Timeout reached 3.
Coach Gosh is going to call his timeout. Trainer's looking at McFerrin. Looks like he may have a nosebleed. Doesn't look like he's hurt real bad.
Wouldn't surprise me if he eventually got back in there.
Yeah, it doesn't. He's not like he's writhing in pain or anything, but you really, on a drive, you want to keep that center and the quarterback combination seamless. I know Blaine Blevins. Oh, McFerrin's going back in. He's okay. I think somebody just maybe got a heel and pulled his helmet off with their heel, and it might have clipped his nose. But he's right back in it. Blaine Blevins has taken some, snapped the ball for the Wolves before, a lot on the JV last year. So in a pinch, they could move him over, and he would be the guy they'd probably put in there as a center. But looks like Luke's okay, which is we're good to see that.
Big run there for Colton Cranlett, who, you know, like I said earlier, never fails to put on a show for the fans here.
No, and he hasn't carried the ball as much as he usually does. You know, with JT doing what he's doing, Al's got the ball, Chavez a couple of times. Matt Allison's had a couple of runs. It looks like Colton's going to get the ball. And they stopped him. I tell you what, I think maybe they have probably watched a lot of film on us. And I bet that 39 has been a large topic of their conversations about how to stop our offense.
Well, you know, maybe the coaches may have realized that too, and that may also be why they're not, you know, giving him as much touches.
I think you're right. I think they're spreading it around, and I think, well, they're.
Sean's gonna keep it, but.
Okay, a lot of whistles, and I didn't see Gross go down.
I know, that looked like a bit of an early whistle there.
Number 77, Austin Ho.
Maybe he slipped and put a knee down. I'm not sure. It didn't look like it, but
I know. It
hard to tell from here.
It looked like he spun out of a wall and
backed up, went the other way.
That's some open field room, and it looked like he could have ran out of it, but don't know for sure.
That was weird. It's like McFerrin's still having trouble. Not happy about it. I'm guessing that nose is still bleeding. Yeah, he's visibly angry.
Well, I mean, he has right to be. I mean, if I was him, I'm sure I'd want to be out there and playing. It wouldn't have to be struggling with, you know, a nosebleed or something of the matter.
We got a flag on the far side of the field. I'm guessing that there's going to be a sideline warning on the opposite side of the field. The far official on the field in front of the Hollister coaches,
like you said, sideline warning against Hollister.
He wasn't happy with something they did, and when the white hat called the penalty, you saw some of the deliberate clapping by the coaches. Not a terribly classy thing to do. I'm not sure what's going on over there, but whatever those coaches were doing or saying wasn't popular with the official. Reception Al Chavez for a gain.
Yeah, he's gonna pick up a few yards there as well as a first down. And he's gonna put the Wolves in some good field position.
As a coach, you want to inspire your team. You want to have their back, but you got to be careful. He didn't get he got the penalty flag. He didn't get any yardage taken away. I think you better be careful because the next one could be a 5 or 10 yard penalty. Hopefully it was meaningful for the kids and he's firing them up. Cramlett with the carry, fighting his way up.
Bulldozing his way up.
Bulldozing his way through there like he always does. Looks like about a 6 yard gain.
Sure, that defense is kind of grunting about, just struggling to bring him down. I mean, you see him just chugging out there. I mean,
they'll learn how to tackle the right way because if they don't, he's going to get loose.
Once again, Reed Spring is
teaching
him a few things, schooling him to, pun intended.
Maybe a little, yeah. Colton up the middle again, just pushing the line, looking to see if he can get to that first down. Looks like he got close. I'm Coach Gosh, I do that again. I just repeat that play, go again, and let Colton drive his way through onto the first down.
It's 3rd and 1. If Colton can't get a yard, then there's a problem.
Yeah, I would say they're expecting to see 39 coming at him. Now, Gross looking to see if he can draw him off sides, doesn't get any action. Crandall with the ball, gets a big hit from defense. Looks like they may have held him.
And
it was a great hit.
What do you know? It looks like it's going to be 4th down. Looks like the defense will hold them there. It looks like they anticipated Colton Cramlett running it.
Yeah, that was a great effort on the Hollister defense.
Good read as well.
I don't think Coach Gosh is interested in punting. Looks like they're going back out to see what they can do.
I don't see Colton Cramlett deep, so.
Well, we'll see what the option read gives us here, but like it's Cramlett again, and he's already in for a first down, and they're still riding him.
Carrying the whole Hollister defense on his back there.
Yeah, he brought a bunch of them with. Luke McFerrin back on the field. Looks like maybe, is that Caden Weist out there snapping the ball? I didn't see what they did. They may have moved Blaine over and put Weist in Blaine's place on the line, which would make sense.
We'll have to see here.
Well, McFerrin's back in now.
I see 52 in the center position here.
Yeah, McFerrin's back. He just went in. Weist came out.
Weist came out, all right.
Cramble with the ball again. They caught him early.
Small 2-yard gain on the play there. 2nd and 8. It's going to be on the 17-yard line. 6 minutes and about 45 seconds left. The Hollister defense here needs to put some massive effort forward here if they want to win this game. They need 2 touchdowns, and there's a chance, but we all know Reeds is going to do whatever they can.
And the JT Bailiff show still going.
Tackle by number 30, Kelby Gardner, number 17, Blake Russell.
Okay, so when we started the stream tonight, my prediction was 35-20. And the score is 27-14 with 6.5 minutes left. What are the chances? I could get pretty close.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know. I might get lucky.
Sean Gross doesn't look too happy with that one.
No, when you're that close and you're ready to strike.
3rd down and 6 from the Hollister 50.
Well, penalties have been hamstringing both sides this whole game. And
I think that's a big problem. When it's almost like when you sprain an ankle, you break a nose, you're more likely to do it again. And I think when you start getting flags lead to more flags.
Well, you get frustrated with the first one, and then you make stupid
rattles
mistakes.
Pass down, Sean. He's got room. He's going to go in. He doesn't make it. He's down to about the 3 or 4 yard line. Boy, I thought he had it. He dodged those guys. I thought he was in.
You know, put a move on the secondary, and it looks like he almost dodged his way in there.
That would have been a nice play if we'd had the previous field position.
10-yard gain, making it a 1st and 10 on the 5-yard line. Or my bad, 1st and 5.
All right, let's see what we can do. We going to Cramblett, 39 up the middle. Nope. The JT bailed on the outside.
Don't know.
Not
if he
in,
got
but
it.
he's on the 1 yard line.
Got close.
Second down and goal from the Hollister 2-yard line.
Just an awesome night for football, great atmosphere. A lot of support for both teams.
Not gonna lie, I think Reese Spring's gonna score here. I think they're gonna Sean's gonna keep it in.
Gross is in for a touchdown.
He'll walk his way in.
No flags. No flags.
No flags. No flags is a good thing.
No flags is a good thing.
With a touchdown run.
And that's gonna give Reese Spring some reassurance that they are still in control of this game, and that's basically gonna knock Hollister's hopes off the chopping block.
Yeah, I don't think they can realistically think they're going to win, but I'll tell you what, it's a pride factor. They want to score. They know they might not win, but they want to score. And we're 33. I'm not going to say anything about the next point because I don't want to jinx 39. But
are they going for 2? I don't see anyone deep.
They are.
They're going for 2.
Cramble with the ball. He's in.
He's in. There we go.
What's the score now?
It's going to make it 35 to
35.
So, if Hollister scores here,
might be 35-20.
And misses the extra point or 2-point conversion,
could be 35-20.
The score is Hollister 14, Reese Spring 35.
Well, I said it on the stream, so I've got proof. A lot of football to be played. Hard telling what'll happen.
Well, there's just under 6 minutes left. Like you said, a lot of football to be played, and that's a lot of football is gonna be played.
You bet. I'm a big fan of Hollister coming back in this game in the second half, scoring a couple of times, making their presence known, making the Wolves earn their victory. It's not helping either team to beat up on one team that doesn't have anything for them. You want to play a team that's going to be fighting back. You want to have to earn it. That's how you get better. And I think both teams are improving because of this game right now. Hollister's showing the Wolves that they're not going to lay down, and they're going to have to prove that they can beat them. And so the Wolves are tuning it up a little bit and showing what they can do.
Absolutely. Both teams are putting their best foot forward out here.
Cramble with a big boot. No flags. We don't want any flags. And we got him down around the 40. A pretty good run back for Hollister.
A wall of Reese Spring defenders chasing him there, though. Like you said, good run back, though.
So Solis, the kid who usually receives the ball for us, is the kid that made the tackle on the far end of the field this time. Caleb Solis, we don't talk about him very much. Caleb's not a real big guy, but I'll tell you, coming up through youth ball and middle school and JV and then the varsity, Caleb is one of the hardest hitting kids per pound that I've ever seen. He comes in, even in practice, the kid comes in, kind of reminds me of Seth Stamps. There is no halfway or turn it down just a little. Those guys are 100% every time they get involved.
The thing that's just most interesting with high school football right now is that there is just so many players out here that are just jacks of all trades. I mean, you see so many good players on both sides of the ball, playing so many good positions and making so many good plays, making their name heard. And that's just what I love about high school football.
Absolutely. Luke McFerrin gets bloody nose, got to come out.
Yeah.
It's nothing. They just sub him in seamlessly. Doesn't even seem like anything changed. Scrambling, kicking, punting, running, everything. Now, I did see 33, Daniel Scott. He looked like he was favoring one leg. He was limping a little bit. Oh, a lot of pressure on Layton. Cuts one loose. No receiver intended, but got away with it.
It's like we had Tony Leal and let's see, Daniel Scott, who were all over him on that one.
If you look over there, you see Daniel Scott, 33. Doesn't it look like he's limping a little to you? I mean, he's got that swagger, but
yeah.
I really think just a minute ago when the whistle blew, he looked like he was limping to the sideline a little bit. He might have some cramps or something going on. I don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's just toughing out. There's just five, he may be thinking, there's just 5 minutes left. I can do this,
Yeah, he's not going to come. They're not going to volunteer to come off the field. And you know what he's going to say if the coach asks him, how you doing? He's going to say, I'm okay, coach. He's not coming off that field. Not with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Third down and 6 from the Hollister 42-yard line.
Got a little room.
Oh.
Played a little 30. Broke some tackles on the line, got through.
Number 30, Kelby Guard, we mentioned earlier Hollister has a good run game and a good quarterback at the helm too, and they have definitely showed that they have a beautiful run game tonight between number 20 Kelby Guard and number 20 Connor Hatfield and even number 17 Blake Russell, who have all equally had a fair amount of touches on the ball. They've really stuck it out here tonight and put their best foot forward. That's going to be dropped by
intended for number 3.
Xavier Stavel.
He had a chance, but a lot of good coverage by Gross. I'll tell you the difference between this Hollister team from last year to this year. Last year when we played them in Hollister, the first quarter, they played lights out. They came out, they scored first, they worked hard. You could tell that they were a good team. Oh, tackle for a big loss. Somebody's still down.
Is that?
Hopefully that's not Tony.
That looked like number.
Sack in the backfield by number 56.
There we go.
Tony Leal shook up on the play.
Well, there we go, number 56, Caden Weiss.
Caden Weiss back there doing it, getting it done.
Hopefully,
Looks like Cranlett just told Tony to get off the field. A little concerned for what's going on with Tony. He's jogging over, but Crystal, the trainer's all over it. No, that last year Hollister team came out with a lot of fire, a lot of passion, obvious talent. Leighton Morgan at the helm, doing their thing. And then it wasn't maybe a minute or two into the second quarter, they just completely had the wind blown out, didn't have anything left, and was definitely a first half team. The second half, they just died. Well, they didn't have the big numbers, they didn't have a lot of experience, and once we got on them a little bit, they kind of folded. This year, they're not doing that.
Yeah.
They're fighting back second half. This is a different team. They're a better team. It's obvious what people are saying about them, saying this is the best they've ever been, and I believe it. I really do.
Well, I mean, they have definitely put a whole lot of effort out here on this field. They have played ball absolutely amazing. I mean, Hollister has definitely proven that they are not the team they were last year, and they have improved.
Leighton back to throw, under pressure. And Daniel Scott on him. He cuts one loose. That's big. Nice coverage. Sean Gross, clean coverage. Had his hands up, did his job. Great pass.
Yeah. Once again, Xavier Stavel not able to come up with the catch.
I think if Gross had been any closer, he'd been inside his jersey.
Green Spring will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, if he'd have scored, that might have given me my prediction.
But
Gross killed it. We'll have to talk. I've got him first hour tomorrow or Monday. I'll have to talk to him about that.
I'm still not seeing a number 73 on the field, which kind of concerns me.
No, he's
like
standing back there talking to Crystal.
And that's never a good sign. I mean,
you know, he doesn't look like he's hurt. I don't know what's going on,
he's
but
not,
I don't
he's
think
not
it's
laying
too
down
big
the
of a deal.
table.
No, he's not laying down on the table.
Colton's
big stop, big stop.
Big stop right there. Now, what was your prediction for the score again?
I said 35-20.
35-20.
That pass they just threw down here could have been big for the thing. But I'll tell you what, I don't care. I'm glad that the boys are playing as good as they are. Right now, I'm so proud of the Wolves' pass coverage.
Absolutely.
Years past, we've not been great at that. That's kind of been our weakness. You know, you go up against a Catholic with a good quarterback who throws the ball all the time. We struggled with that in the years past. 2-3 years ago, it was our Achilles heel. This year, I've seen a different Wolves defense.
Oh, for sure.
It's like the JT Bailiff show's back on. Passes the midfield marker.
Weaving his way through people out there. I mean,
JT's definitely getting it done tonight.
Some night for JT out here.
Third down and 1 from the Hollister 47-yard line.
Two minutes left on the clock.
Now, there's only 2 minutes, but if Hollister can get the ball back here, you never know what could happen.
They can still score. Both teams could still score.
Yeah, well, we know Reed Spring is definitely going to play it safe, and
Cramlett,
Colton Kremlin being wrapped up like that.
They're fighting to get that ball. They're trying to strip it, but I'd bet a large sum of money that they're not going to get that ball away from Colton Cramlett.
Colton Cramlett, the ball carrier. Tackle by number 75, A.J. Narvez.
Well, I think on any play, Hollister's really going to
Fourth down and 1.
absolutely just driven to get that ball there, because if they get the ball back, then they can possibly score here.
That is their primary goal right now. If we're going to score one more time, we got to have the ball one way or another. So they're going to try and force the fumble. They're going to try and get in there and strip the ball. They'll do whatever they can. Looks like Cramlett again up the middle, turning, spinning, and gaining a little.
All right, he's going to get the first down.
Stop by number 21, Damian Terra, and number 42, Michael Schultz.
And they're going to try and run that clock.
First down and 10 from the Hollister 44-yard line.
I'd be shocked if they throw the ball, because they're not going to want to stop that clock. They got a minute left. They're going to run it out. Play clock down to about 10 seconds. They're going to let it run as long as they can. Gross under the center. And he takes a knee.
He's going to take a knee.
And that's probably going to be the game. Looks like he's just shy of the 40 seconds, so he's going to take another knee real quick, and that'll kill the game. Game over. That's for the Wolves. Play clock run down, and 20 seconds left on the clock.
And that's going to be all over here at Carl Langley Field.
Just an outstanding performance by the Wolves tonight.
Absolutely.
A couple of little hiccups in there. Hollister showed that they weren't done, but Wolves came back and said, no, we think you are, and they put a nightcap to it.
Hey, for sure, both teams played admirably tonight. Like you said, both teams had a few hiccups. Reed Spring had amazing pass coverage, great defense, great plays on offense. Hollister really showed that even in the second quarter, when they started down 27, that they are not out and they can still have a chance in this game. And they put up 14 points on the board, and they definitely put their best foot forward.
They really did. Proud of both teams. Glad Hollister came over for halftime or for homecoming and made it a game. Glad they came back in the second half, but in the end, prediction was pretty close. I'm going to have to go down and talk to Dr. Hershey about my prediction versus his. But good game for the Wolves. Good night for football. I'm glad that the rivalry continues. So the Backyard Battle Trophy stays here in Reed Spring like it's always been and will continue to be in years in the future. So thanks for watching tonight, guys.
Thank you for watching the RS Wolves live stream. We'll see you next time.